Hello and welcome to In Bloom Day 4. I'm Alexandra, aka Flower Yogi, and thanks for showing back up to practice. So we're going to wind it down to do some seated forward folds today. So grab a blanket, and when you're ready, find a comfortable seat. Rooting down through the tailbone into the mat below you, into your feet, whatever is rooting you down underneath the spine. Taking some deep breaths. Starting to slow down the mind, slow down the body. Taking a moment to feel gratitude for yourself, for your body, for taking the time to just be with yourself, to really move in a way that honors where you're at today in this moment. And take one more breath in and let something out. Bat the eyelashes open, and we'll come to sit, swinging the legs to one side or uncrossing them, and send the legs out long, just starting with a basic fold here. So we're going to move the hips side to side. You can move the fleshier part of your bootay to the side. And then I like to have a blanket handy so that you can kind of unfold it a little bit, but keep that rolled edge towards your tailbone as you bring it behind you, and then just sit on the edge of the blanket, just lifting the hips ever so slightly. And then we'll lift the arms, breathe in, big stretch up. On an exhale, start to fold forward, hands coming to the outsides of the feet or the shins or the mat. They don't need to come to the feet for this to be a fruitful pose for you. So ground the hands wherever feels comfortable, and then see if you can relax the head inward. Bringing the gaze in towards the belly button. As you breathe in, envisioning the vertebrae along the spine gently expanding with the breath. And as you breathe out, soften something, your neck, head, shoulders, arms, grow a little heavier. Taking the hands to the shins or the calves. On an inhale, long spine, halfway lift, look forward. And on an exhale, bend the elbows, fold into yourself a little bit deeper. Notice any tension in the neck, in the shoulders. And just inviting softness. focusing on the sensations of the breath in the body. And when you're ready, starting to walk the hands up the legs, rolling up one vertebra at a time. Head is the last to lift. And just allow that rush of energy to move down the back body. You can roll the head or look side to side. Starting to get a feel for what's going on in your body today. Are you tense? Are you relaxed? Just observe. Really nice. And then we will take the back of that right knee, hug the right foot into the chest, bring that foot in as close as you can towards your center, towards the perineum. And then we'll open that leg out like a book. So it's all good if the foot doesn't come in super close. Again, we're honoring where our bodies are at. And then notice where the hips are still rooted down. Feel that heaviness into the right outside knee, tagging down towards the earth. Inhale, arms reach up, nice and tall. Wiggle the fingers. Exhale, trying to maintain that length through the spine as you fold nice and slowly. Hands come down, and then when you've reached your limit, you can start to round a little bit more through the spine. Head to knee, Janu Sirsasana. Taking deep breaths in, filling up through the back of the heart, all the way down to the backs of the hips, the kidneys, down to the sits bones. Feeling your belly expand as you breathe in. Soften as you breathe out. Inhale, look up, halfway lift, hands framing that left leg. And exhale, folding into yourself once more. Over the left leg. Deep breath in. Exhale out. On your next inhale, starting to walk the hands up and restack the spine. Awesome. We'll take the outside of that right knee, bring it in, send it out, and then hugging the left knee in, left leg. Bring that left foot up and in towards your perineum, and then we'll open up through the left leg. Foot comes to the inside of the right thigh. Tag down weight through that left side. You don't need to press. I'm just doing that to show you, that downward energy. So again, all good if your knee is up here, if that's where it naturally wants to be. You'll feel it when you're letting go of the muscles holding it up. That's where that downward sense of energy comes. So we're just getting heavy, relaxing the muscles. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, folding over the right leg. Find that limit where you can no longer fold with a flat back, and then we'll start to round in towards the right knee. Breathing into the back body. Inhale, start to lift up halfway. Hands stay rooted down through the mat or onto the shin. Look forward. Exhale, we fold a little bit deeper. Inhaling, starting to walk your way back up through center. Really nice. We'll take that left leg in. Take your time as we send it out long. And then preparing for a wide-legged fold. So depending on your space or where you are, you can stay facing this way, or you can open up to the wide edge of your mat. And then again, option to take that blanket. I really like to do this in a wide-legged fold because it just makes it a little nicer. So just sitting on the edge of your blanket, you can roll it up more or less, whatever calls to you. And take the legs wide, but you don't need to like crank it all the way open. Just relax. Feel the heels rooting down, backs of the legs. Ideally, you're in a place where the legs can be straightened. So that could be right here. And this is a wide-legged fold because your feet are wider than your hips. Okay. All right. So take the hands behind the hips just to find a little lift up. You can press into the fingertips as you inhale, engaging the legs just for a moment, and then start to relax the glutes, relax the legs as you lean forward. Then you can bring the hands in front of you, starting to round, fold forward. Again, stay lifted if that's where you're at today. Hands just reaching, maybe dropping the head inward towards the belly button. And maybe you bring the elbows down, forearms down. Notice the sensations in the inner groin muscles, the backs of the legs. Soften the shoulders. And then on an inhale, start to walk the hands up and roll the back up all the way to a long spine. Really nice. So we will keep the legs open And just going from side to side for a little bit more dynamic movement. You can take the left hand on the outside of the left hip, plant it down into the mat. Inhale, reaching up with that right arm, reaching up through the right side body, and then starting to fold towards that left foot. So hand is reaching in that direction. You can kind of bring that left forearm next to the left leg, or maybe to the outside of the left foot. Don't pull yourself deeper than your body wants to go, so just breathe. Feel yourself grow a little heavier when you breathe out. Maybe you fold a little more to the left. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Notice if you're starting to kind of drop that right shoulder down. See on the inhale if you can lift up through your right elbow. Look up towards the ceiling. Stay for the exhale. Next inhale lifts you back up. Pull up with that right arm. Coming down. Center. Really nice. Taking it to the right side. Right hand plants outside of the right hip, right leg. Inhale, reach up with the left arm. Exhale, start to fold over to that right leg. Maybe the right forearm comes closer to the right foot or heel. Maybe you grab onto the foot. Don't strain yourself here. You might have more range of motion in one side versus the other, so just observe. Taking a deep breath in. Long breath out. One more inhale, look up towards the ceiling, turn the chest a little bit more. Exhale, stay. And final inhale lifts us back up through center. Great. Grab the backs of the knees. Hug the feet together. Bound ankle pose or butterfly. So feeling the sits bones connected down, soles of the feet are connected. Check in. Again, we don't have to hug the feet as close as we can. You can have space here. This is really nice and restorative for the legs, depending on how your body feels. So find a place that feels good. Grab the ankles. Inhale, look forward, lift the heart. Maybe the belly button pulls forward, a little back bend here. And as you exhale, lead with the heart as you fold down, looking at the toes, rounding through the spine. Option to take the forearms to the mat, to the ground. Relax the head. Inhale, look forward, halfway lift, press your palms into the ground in front of you. Exhale, folding a little bit more, a little bit deeper. Deep breath in. Exhale completely. And starting to walk the hands back up. Take the hands to the outsides of the knees. Close the book. Close the legs. And center yourself on your mat. Grabbing the backs of the thighs, we'll roll all the way down. Really try to savor this roll down. Really, really nice. Hug the knees in, draw some circles, move side to side. And then give yourself one final squeeze. And on an exhale, just let it all go. Roll the shoulders under the back body, palms face up, toes fall out, feet are nice and wide. Find some stillness. We'll end on our backs today, taking one hand to the belly, one hand to the heart. Deep breath in. Exhale. Hands to the heart. Thumb knuckles to the third eye. Final breath in together. And exhaling, honoring yourself, your body, your practice. Thanks for showing up. I'll see you back here tomorrow.